Greetings, beloveds. This is Nikita. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great and you are being very, very kind, gentle, and lovely with yourself and with everyone else around you. Welcome to today's session. Change your vocabulary. We know that the words we use have a tremendous impact on our life, especially on the quality of our life. However, we may not be 100% aware of the words or the conversations that we have with ourselves and with other people. So, in today's session, you will learn how you can check your vocabulary and how you can replace it with a good word. So, you will be learning a good vocabulary today. Okay, so grab your pencil and paper as I want you to know the points. Let's get started. Bhagwad Gita explains about speech. So it says austerity of speech. It means it is spoken at the right time, it is spoken in truth, it is spoken affectionately, it is spoken beneficially, and it is spoken with a good intent. Again, Bhagwad Gita explains austerity of speech as spoken at the right time, it is spoken in truth, it is spoken affectionately, it is spoken beneficially, and it is spoken with a good intent. Very, very important. This is what our scripture says. I hope you have written it down. So throughout the day, just reflect on these words, keep affirming it, and you will understand how important it is to pay attention on the words we are using. Let me give you some examples. Now, we are very conscious and very, very sensitive when it comes to presenting ourselves to others. So let's say if you have to go for a job interview, or if you want to impress your boss, your seniors, or your clients, you in particular take care of what the kind of thoughts you are thinking or what words you will be using to create a good impression. And another thing is that we don't want to be rejected from anyone, so we take care of the words, especially when we are expressing our needs, when we want to impress other people, when we don't want to feel judged by others, when we fear being criticized or judged. So we take care, no? But do you take care when you speak to yourself? Have you ever thought about it, like how am I talking with myself? Just like I want to take care of how I'm thinking and speaking about other people. Do you think that it is also appropriate? And I think it's the most preferable thing one should do when it comes to talking with yourself. It is equally important, right? So let's say if you have to do a presentation, you see how confidently you prepare yourself and you practice so much so that you give one of your best performances, isn't it? And that's really good, and everyone should work in our own ways to improve ourselves and present our best performance. Likewise, when we are talking with ourselves, we should take care of the words, the conversations we are having about ourselves, within ourselves. Very, very important. There is this inner peace within you. There is this higher self who wants to be with you, who wants to love you, and who wants to bring you all the good. So you also need to have a deep, intimate, very, very authentic relationship with yourself, with your this higher self. So just like you are aware of how you are talking to others, what kind of impression you are creating on others, you also need to take care of how you are talking with yourself. It has two advantages. Okay, first, it is important to have a really good relationship with yourself. And second thing, the others are always functioning as a mirror. Okay, means the relationship you have with yourself, or let's focus on vocabulary today. So the words that you use for yourself, the same vocabulary, the same words you are also thinking and using for other people. It is so difficult to be at your best or to be or to bring your good inner qualities if first you don't know what those good inner qualities are like. Okay, so that is very, very important. So I hope you have your paper and pencil now. If you haven't yet, then pause the video and get it. So let's get started. First thing is I can't. Very, very common. Now I can't means I have no control over life. People are coming and going, and I'm just flowing like a dead fish, and I'm just reacting to whatever is coming in my life. So if the people or situation is good, then I react good, and if it is unfavorable, then I also turn unfavorable towards it. This is an I can't means full stop. There is no possibility, because you will not even try. In your mind, you before you do anything means beforehand you have set this belief that I can't. So you will not even try, and then by doing this thing again and again, you are actually reinforcing and firmly establishing the belief I can't. I can't means no control over life. Change I can't to I won't. Write it down. I won't. Why I won't? I won't at least creates the possibilities. Now you don't have to do everything that people are offering it to you. It's always, you can always make a choice what you want to do and what you don't want to do. So let's say if someone is asking you to do something or present something or inviting you over something, that time instead of saying I can't, you can say I won't. Means I won't do this because I have to take care of this thing. So you see, I can't blocks everything, but I won't creates a possibility. Okay, so change your I can't to I won't. And these days, if you are working at from home, and if you are a parent, also check what vocabulary your children are using. So you have to be conscious of the vocabulary you are using, your own vocabulary, and also the vocabulary of your children and other people around you, and help them to change. Okay, so first is I can't to I won't. Second is I should. Now I should is like you are setting your own government in your mind that I should do this, I should not do this, your own laws and everything, don't know from where, and this should thing creates lot of upset and guilt, and it is a very difficult emotion. Please save yourself from that. So I should means I have to do it, means I should be doing it. I means no matter what it is like, I should. That's not the right word. So change your I should to I could. I could means again you are open to the possibility and you do the things without obligation. Okay. Third is it's not my fault. This is again the common one. So if you feel bad, then I can't help you. It's not my fault. Why it's not your fault? Think. No, all the time we say it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Obviously it's not your fault, but I mean to say that you have to start taking the responsibility. Whenever you say it's not my fault, you are stuck. You are in your victim role and you are likely to feel helpless. So whenever something happens, instead of saying it's not my fault, you change your vocabulary to I am responsible. Now, a word of caution. I'm not saying that if someone does wrong to you or if something wrong happened and you just say that it's not my fault, it's their fault, or you say I am responsible, doesn't mean that you are taking all the fault and the blaming and the guilt on yourself. No. Please understand what I'm saying. I'm saying when you say it's not my fault, you are likely to feel helpless and you are blaming someone else or even God for whatever you are thinking and feeling. And that will never help you to come out of that situation, no matter how many years gets passed. But when you say I am responsible, it just means that you are only taking responsibility for your own thoughts and actions. It has nothing to do with the other person or that situation. You accept the situation that okay, this thing happened, okay, I accept that this person is a jerk. I accept that they did this thing to me and it's just not acceptable. Now I take the responsibility to come out of that situation. Now I take the responsibility to change my thoughts. Now I take the responsibility to take help and just see what can I do. This is how I'm saying of taking responsibility, so that you are not in a prison of your mental cells. You are out of blaming. So it's not my fault. Change to your vocabulary, change into I am responsible. Just taking responsibility of your thoughts and actions. Okay, you are not born, or you have not come with a remote control. You really cannot control or manipulate anyone, even if you have succeeded at some point in your life in manipulating others, but you won't be able to do it always. Again, you won't be able to always blame yourself and always escape. You just, how could you just afford, how can anyone afford to live in a victim mentality? It is so painful, isn't it? Just take responsibility of what you are thinking and what you are doing, and let's just contribute in making a better world for yourself by bringing peace and love to it. Next word is it's a problem. Something is there, then we just think it's a problem. And Albert Einstein has said this, that negative people have what he said, negative people I just want okay, Albert Einstein has said this thing, that negative people have a problem to every solution, isn't it? So when you say it's a problem, it's a negative word, it's a negative vocabulary, and it's so heavy. So change your vocabulary to it's an opportunity. That is how you are open and receptive, and you are in perfect alignment and in the cycle of the changing things, because nothing stays stable, right? We are living in the universe that is constantly changing and moving, and everything is impermanent in nature. So it's a problem is not the right vocabulary. Change to it's an opportunity, and be open to growth. Okay, and when you say it's an opportunity, you are giving the opportunity to yourself and to your mind that let me find out what good things I can learn from this, or what good things it is bringing to me. Okay, next is again the common one, if only the person would have understand, if only this opportunity would have been given to me, if only this, if only that. I just consider it as a wishful thinking. It's very wishy and washy, and it's whining and complaining. Now see, I'm not saying that I have not been through all of this thing. Okay, to be honest, I don't mind to be honest. I'm very open to learning and being vulnerable. I myself have experience all these points that I'm sharing with you all today, but it's me who have also changed it into a vocabulary that I'm sharing with you today. Okay, so we are in this together, and it's just completely okay. Well, it's so important that what you do with your new realizations. It's so important that okay, whatever this thing happened, okay, whatever this mistakes happen, but now what I do, now that is important. So next, so this one, if only, this is whining, this is complaining, and this is wishy-washy. Change your vocabulary from if only to next time. Okay, so if I did this thing, okay, this thing happened, so next time what I will do next time, what I will think like next time. And do journaling, keep your diary with you. All of these things needs a lot of introspection and lot of reflective thinking, so you have to note down and work with one point at a time. Okay, So when you say next time, it means that you have learned the lesson and you are ready to use your lesson, your learning, into another situation. There should be no shame or guilt or any bad feelings. It's okay, we make mistakes. What we do now, God has given us this beautiful tool that no other living organisms have got. What is it? We human beings have got the free will. Yeah, that's a very powerful thing. We human beings have got the free will, and so we use our free will as per like how, in whatever way we want to use it. So sometimes it is favorable, other times it is dangerous also. So it happens, that's okay. But what you do with your learning, and now how you decide to use your free will, your thoughts, your actions, your choices, that is more important. Next in our vocabulary is, what will I do? So this is very sensitive, because when you have gone through something terrible, and you experience a lot of fear and anxiety, and this doesn't make you a fearful or anxious person. We go through some things, and at point we do feel it gets very painful and traumatized. But you see, it is very, very important to seek a professional help if you need it. And it's just okay, because all of these things is something everyone goes through. But like I said, what you do with it is more important, and never feel hesitant to take a professional help. So what will I do also brings you a lot of fear and anxiety, and again it is a whining, because firstly you are just thinking what will I do, which means that you are living in a future state. Now either it could be fearful or it could be apprehensive, it could be both. You just don't know. You are just thinking in your own mind, what will I do? And you will come up with lot of assumptions, lot of unhelpful thoughts. So change your vocabulary from what will I do to I know I will handle it. I know I can handle it. Again, you are giving yourself an opportunity to learn, and you are open to that learning, and you are open to use that learning in a way that it serves you. So I know I can handle it, I know I will handle it. This will also help you this will also save you from fear and if any difficult emotions you are experiencing, because most of the time we are just living in our own heads. We are talking with ourselves, we are living in our own heads, and there is nothing present outside. But most of the time, if we have experienced something difficult, or we are going through something difficult, like in this period especially, when a lot of changes are happening, a lot of uncertainty is there, unexpected changes are there, so that time we are likely to feel, okay, if this happens, then what will I do, or what it should be like. So just tell yourself, I know I can handle it, and do a lot of self appreciation, because you have survived. Or I don't know what your story is like, I don't know what experiences you have had in your life, I don't know, but I really appreciate that you are still growing and evolving so beautifully in your life, and I really appreciate for all the good that you are, and all the good you are doing in your life, through your work, through your love, through your kindness. So I would just say that keep doing the good work, and I bless you all. Okay, now the last word is, it's terrible. Now this is the most inappropriate word in our vocabulary. When you say it's terrible, I mean, I don't know what it is like, and we are just we are also distorting our description about that person or a situation, and we just see it in terms of extremes, like it's a question of life and death, it's terrible. So instead of using it's terrible, even for little things, we could use the word it's terrible. Okay, so in that situation you have to change your vocabulary to, it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. See, like I said, we are in the school of life. Okay, So we have to learn whatever we are supposed to learn. That's why we are born as a human beings. And when you are born as a human being, you have a purpose to serve. You are born in itself means that you have a very meaningful purpose to serve in this world. So let us just accept all our divine, beautiful inner qualities. Let us just see ourselves just like God sees us. I also see myself as how my dog sees me and how he thinks about me. So like I say, no, I'm the person my dog thinks I am. This is the new affirmation that I have been using for a long time now. So that is thing. So change your vocabulary. I'll just quickly go through it. I can't to I won't. I should to I could. It's not my fault to I am totally responsible means taking responsibility of your thoughts and actions and repairing the damage of what you have done and take the responsibility of your things. It's a problem to it's an opportunity. If only to next time. What will I do to I know I will handle it. It's terrible to it's a learning experience. Now please understand that I'm not belittling anyone's experiences or anything. There are situations in life wherein we are likely to feel this way, and I know that I have been through that, and it's okay. It's just a part of human experience. But I think what as practicing psychology also, I would say that what we think, how we respond to that situation, and mainly what is our attitude like, or what is our attitude toward that circumstance is very, very important. Okay, I have given you sessions on who am I and choice, mindfully aware of thoughts. Please refer to the earlier sessions also to understand the basics, and that will also help you to grow in yourself, and how we can have a deep, intimate, authentic relationship with ourselves. Okay, so thank you so much. Please do the work. Be aware of your vocabulary now. The question you can ask yourself is, how do I talk about myself within myself? This is a very important question. And then the points that you have written, hopefully you have written, focus on the new vocabulary now, and use your new vocabulary now and help others as well. Thank you so much. Thank you.